Good morning. Welcome to our daily yoga. How are you feeling today? It's time to relax, it's time to chill, it's time to take some time out of your day for you to just connect. If you can't connect with many people, maybe this time is all about a journey connecting with yourself. And as we are beginning to hear the sounds of the outside world coming back in, as we went from silence to starting to build, the energy around us is starting to build. You feel it, right? Outside. How do we protect and preserve everything that we've worked hard to build in these last 60 days? Right? So one way is obviously to have a daily practice of either meditation, a moving meditation, which is what yoga is. When you have a habit of a daily moment of peace, quiet in the mind, maybe it's when you walk your dog, maybe it's you sit outside in your garden. So that is your daily practice of inner peace. All right, so as the world starts to gear up, all we have is our ability to observe. Just look, observe, and not react. Not, okay? So that's why we're doing this thing, all right? So just start cross-legged if you're not sitting there already. I've got bits of grass all over me from walking my boys this morning. Sounds of the neighborhood, blaring, leaf blowers, people busy getting back to work. I'm going to miss the quiet. Today we're just going to work through the body, nice and gently, just waken any stiff parts. I want you to really just focus on what you're feeling in your body, becoming aware of this machine, this vehicle. So just begin by sitting and try to find an energized seat, which means you really feel your sit bones rooted into your mat. You can place your hands down if you feel like you need to calm down. You can turn your hands up if you need a little bit of energy this morning. Okay? Allow the eyes to close and start to observe your breath. What does that mean? That means just to follow the breath. Maybe bringing it all the way down into the belly. Feel the belly rise. And as you exhale, draw the belly button in towards the spine. So it becomes a conscious breath. Maybe taking a moment to set what we like to call an intention for your day. What would you like the energy of your day to feel like? How do you want to be and experience and interact today? Are you going to let thoughts change the energy of your day, or are you going to observe those thoughts and stick with the way that you want your day to flow. Those thoughts have the ability to carry you off on a whole tangent of emotion. A thought given energy creates emotion. Energy in motion, emotion. Take a deep inhale. Reach the hands high above the head. Just have a yawn if you feel like it. Reach up, reach up, reach up, look up. Exhale, just bring the hands down. Roll the shoulders up and back. Good, and again, up and back. Maybe taking the left ear down towards the left shoulder. Walk the fingers out to the side. Come up on the fingertips. Good, now maybe roll the chin down towards the chest. Good. Right ear, right shoulder. Bring the chin back down to the chest, slowly, still observing your breathing. Inhale, lift the head, lift the hands, reach up. Let's take a little twist over to the left, rotate round. One hand on the knee, one hand behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Chin is down towards the chest. Your eyes can stay closed if you like. Now I'd like you to feel the opposition in all our shapes today. So feel the pull over to the right, but oppose it by drawing the shoulder the opposite direction. Inhale, come back to center, release, lengthen the spine. Take the nose up. Exhale, rotating out to the right this time. One hand, one knee. Right hand behind. So find your twist, your rotation, then inhale, tall, lengthen. Exhale, come round a little more, drop your chin down. Using that hand on the knee to draw the shoulder out to the left, other shoulder go the opposite direction. Beautiful, release, come back to center. Exhale, come onto all fours, bring the hands down in front of you on your mat. Take your knees hip width apart, curl the toes under, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Take a deep breath, drop the belly, lift the chin, stick your bum out, tailbone up. Exhale, push the mat away, draw the belly button in and arch like a cat. And then hang out if you feel stiff. Good, inhale. Curving, maybe drawing the shoulders back, opening out the elbows. Exhale, push the mat away, suck the belly in, tailbone tucks, chin to chest. Good, one more. And exhale. Coming into neutral, just sit back onto the toes, tuck the toes under. That's it, just stretching out, working out the fascia underneath the soles of the feet. Arch the back, draw the shoulders back, lift up. Exhale, just draw the belly button in, chin to chest. Inhale, draw the shoulders blades together, look up. Exhale, curl in. Good, come back onto all fours. Release those toes, tap them out if they feel a little stiff. There we go. My feet wouldn't work there. Spreading the fingers, walking the hands a little deeper, farther forward. Just let's draw the chest all the way towards the ground. Bending at the elbows, lowering down. Chest comes down, elbows into the side. Release the hands. Fingers facing forwards, toes released, just drop the chin. Press up through the elbows so the belly button clears your mat. Drawing that belly button into the spine. Exhale, let it go. Take the gaze up. Inhale, push through the feet, push through the hands, the forearms, draw the belly button up. Good, release, draw the hands underneath the shoulders. Bring your elbows, bolt them into the side. Press your feet into the mat, engage the quads, press halfway up. Feel that tension. I want you to reach through the mat. The gaze up. Press the feet into the mat. Exhale, lower down. And again, this time come up a little higher. Maybe you feel good to come right up into full cobra. Maybe you press your toes into the mat and even float the knees for a moment. Look up. Good. Drop the knees, curl the toes, hips high. Let's find downward dog. So readjust the feet. Spread the fingers on the mat. Press back and look at your belly. Maybe shake the head side to side. Come high on the toes and bend the knees. Belly button down to the thighs. Press through with the hands. Take an inhale, draw the heels back down to the mat. Exhale, push back, walk the toes together. Maybe just paddle the toes out for a moment. Pressing back through one heel, pressing back through the other. On the next inhale, let's kick the right leg up to the sky. Open out the hip and rotate the ankle. Push down with that left heel. Just opening up, you're feeling and releasing that right hip. Maybe try to make a circle with the knee. Now spreading the fingers, just be aware of the pressure on your hands. Point that toe to the ceiling, look forward, bring that foot in between. Drop to the back knee. Bring the hands inside and just draw the hips forward into a nice runner's lunge. Maybe it's not a nice lunge, maybe just release that back toe. I have to practice putting this broken wrist down onto the ground. I keep staying on the fingers. Again, observing, right? Things become habits very quickly when you stop observing and paying attention. Maybe you want to take that right hand and open out the knee a bit more. You can gaze over the shoulder. You feel it in that hip. Good. Drawing the hands all the way round to the side of the mat. Let that left foot go 90 degrees. Straighten out that right leg. So now you're facing the side of your mat. Reach up. Reach up. Press down with the hand. Now press the outside edge of that foot into the mat. Drop the hand down. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Take a few cat-cows here. Arching the back, push the mat away. Inhale, spread the fingers. Exhale. Just a few more. Coming to neutral, walk that left hand outside of that left knee. Reach overhead. Right hand, a full side extension. You can be on your fingers. Reach over and press down. So I want you to really feel the lengthening and the pressing down of the foot, the outside edge. Maybe make a couple of circles with the hands. Inhaling, exhale, take it round. Good, leaving the hand high. Maybe you would like to try a side plank. Bottom leg comes out, come onto the knife edge of that bottom foot. You could try it for a moment. If that doesn't feel good, you can keep your knee down. Now I want you to press up through the hand and reach through the fingers. Good. And release. Come all the way to the back of your mat into plank. Press back down, dog. Paddle the heels. Bring your toes together. And on your next inhale, left leg high to the sky. Open out that hip. Rotate the ankle, maybe bring the knee in. Big circles with the knee. Point the toe to the back, look towards the hands, bring the foot through, drop down to the knee. Bring the hands to the inside of the foot, maybe toe heel, the foot to the outside, and just release the back toes. Just get a nice runner's lunge. And breathe for me. Press the palms into the mat. If that feels super easy for you and you'd like to go deeper, you can always come down to your elbows and just get a good release in this lizard shape. Just breathing. Good, rotating back round to the side of the mat. Extend that left leg long. Press the outside edge of the foot into the mat. Right hand directly under the shoulder. Just reach up, open up, lift up. Reach, press. Bring the hands back down in front. Underneath the shoulders, a few cat-cows. Drop the belly, press the mat away. Get back to your breath. Observing. Good. Take that right hand to the outside of that right knee. Lift up and open. Lengthen. Take the gaze up to the fingers. Good, maybe 2 big circles. Inhale and exhale as it comes round. Good, keep the hand reaching up. Now this is where you can go into your side plank. So you take that right foot. I'm going to drop down to my elbow to demonstrate because I can't put this pressure on my wrist. So you could also take your plank, your side plank on your elbow, or you just leave that bottom leg down and lift up through the hips. Good, if you're in plank, draw that top hand down, come into full plank facing the front of your mat. Let's make sure the hands are underneath the shoulders. Draw the belly button in, kneecaps, lift them. You can also try coming down onto the forearms. Put your hands together and pray that we are not here for very long. We're just going to put a little bit of fire, some tapas into our head, that we're going to struggle a little. Good, and then we're going to just drop the knees and come all the way back to child's pose. Knees together for me. Take the hands behind, forehead down to the mat. Take 10 deep breaths for me here. slowly rise. Draw the hands in front, find your way back up to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, hips high. Paddle out the heels this time. On your next inhale, that right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands. Foot down, drop to the back knee. Bring the hands inside. Maybe you want to take that right hand and open out the knee a bit more. You can gaze over the shoulder. You feel it in that hip. And release the hand down. Stay high on the back toe. Bring the body directly over that front knee. Come high up on your fingertips. Really press back through the back heel. On a next inhale, press deeply into that front foot. Find your balance, press up and rise. So your balance is challenged a little. Once you come up to your crescent lunge, make it a little back bend. Spread the fingers, reach up with the hands and now press down through the feet. So you've got the opposition, right? The two forces in every single pose. Rooting down and rising up. Good, open out to the left. Take that left hand back. I had to think there. Drawing that left hip forward, dipping into that front knee a little more. Lift that back hand up a little. Good, inhale, come back to center. Exhale, open out the other side. So with these fingers reaching forward and reaching back, pressing down through the feet, so you got a lot of force happening. And now let's breathe and draw the belly button in. Drop that back hand on the thigh. Reach up, revolving that twist. Good, open out to the side, 5-star. Take a back bend, gaze to the sky, exhale. Fold it in, just slide the hands down the thighs. Toes pointing forward. Crown of head towards the mat. Take an inhale, lengthen, push into the shins. Exhale, fold in. Take 5 breaths for me. See if you can grab outside of your ankles, your shins, and start to draw the body through a little deeper. And shake your head side to side. Make sure there's no tension in the neck. Take a deep inhale, release the hands, and walk the hands all the way over to the left. Draw the bum down to that left heel. Open out that right leg, straighten that right leg. Flex the toes. And you'll feel a nice release down the back. It might not be nice. I gotta quit saying nice. And maybe your foot is on the ground, maybe not. My Achilles is super tight, so I always balance on my toe. Maybe you could play with your balance. Try hands to heart. Maybe you fall over. Maybe nobody cares because nobody's watching. And that's the beauty of practicing at home. You start to lose your comparison. Whoa, nearly fell over because I lost my concentration. Bring the fingers down slowly. Walk them over to the other side. Allow that left leg to straighten. Externally rotate the toes towards the ceiling. The bum is dipped over the heel. Maybe you challenge yourself with the palms. Breathe. So a lot going on in the body. Good. Bring the hands down in front of those right toes. Slowly rotate the hands round. Keep your left hand down. Open out, right hand to the ceiling. Oh, that feels good. Maybe you could come onto the knife edge of your feet. And if that's an absolute no-no, just stay in dragonfly twist. Here, I want you to press down through that bottom hand and reach. One more breath. Good. Drop that top hand, frame the front foot, drop the back knee and walk the bum all the way towards the back of your mat. Straighten the front leg, toes flex to the ceiling. Take an inhale, lengthen, lift up through the chest. Exhale, draw the body forward over that straight-ish leg. Always a little micro bend in the knee. And look at your big toes. Now think about tailbone drawing back and up. See what a difference that makes in your hamstring, backside of that leg. Good. Walk the hands forward. Draw that back foot in, kick it up. Standing split. Take the left foot back. Take the right foot back to join it. Find yourself in downward facing dog. You can paddle your heels. You can just breathe. Walk your toes together, and on your next inhale, left leg high to the sky. Exhale, bring it through in between the hands. Drop down to the back knee. Arrange your body over that front knee. Draw the hips forward. Get a good runner's lunge in there. Maybe toe heel that foot to the outer edge and open out that knee a little. You can gaze over your shoulder. Good. Release the hands. Make sure that foot is back into the middle of your mat. Slowly lift the back knee off the ground. I want you to press through those back toes, press into the front foot, and on an inhale, get your balance and come up into your crescent lunge. Take the gaze up with the fingers, dip into that front knee. Take an inhale, reach up a little more, so it's a little bit of a back bend, and on an exhale, open out to the right. Take the gaze over to the back thumb. Now reach front hand, back hand, fingertips, having a tug of war. And that right hip, draw it forward. Relax into the shape. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Gaze up, open out to the left, rotating round. And breathe. Keep your gaze steady. Back hand, put it onto your thigh, reach up with the right hand. Maybe take the gaze up as you revolve your twist. Good. Take an inhale. Open out all the way to the side. Take a back bend and fold in. Crown of head to the ground. Fingers in line with the toes. Take a halfway lift. Exhale. Fold it in. Take 5 breaths. Next inhale, look forward, lengthen, walk the fingers to the back foot. Straighten out your left leg into Skandasana. So flex the toes to the ceiling. Maybe bring the hands to heart and balance for 3 breaths. After 3 breaths, release the hands. Slowly transfer the weight over to the left heel. Straighten out right leg. Toes point to the ceiling. Maybe come up to balance. 3 breaths. Good, release, rotate round to the front of your mat. Keep the right hand down to the inside. Back heels off the ground, open up with the left, dragonfly, twist. Come down onto the palm and reach up with those left fingers. Good, one more breath. Bring that left hand down to frame the foot. Drop down to the back knee and draw the hips back towards the heel. Straightening that front leg, flexing the toes. Walk the hands so they're either side of the knee. Take an inhale, lengthen. Lifting up through the chest and slowly fold over that leg. Tailbone tilts back and up. Take your gaze to your big toe. Give them a little wiggle that you're still alive, they're working. And slowly walk the hands back to the front of your mat, kicking up the back leg, standing split just to square off the hips. And bring that left foot down to meet the right. Deep bend. And sit down onto your mat. There you go. Draw the hands down by the hips. Knees are pointing to the ceiling, feet together. Just take a few little side to side windshield wipers. It's a little different with the feet together. You get a really good hip and bum massage. That's why it's my favorite. Good. Take 2 more. Inhale. Don't forget to breathe. Next time you're over to the left, just leave the knees there and slowly start to make your way down onto your mat, onto your side. You can use your hand, your elbow as a pillow. Draw the knees up towards the body. And just breathe for me. Good. Now just extend the top leg in front of you. Bottom leg. Draw the knee back. The bottom heel, see if you can draw it in towards your butt. Maybe taking that top hand and catching hold of the bottom foot. And if that is not happening, just take that top hand onto your hip and allow the elbow to fall back. If you've got hold of the foot, this is called cat pulling tail. So just drawing that bottom foot in towards the body and breathing. You could take an advanced version of this shape by reaching over to your top leg. But as you can see, it's not my game plan today. I'm not feeling very advanced today. I'm feeling like just honoring where my body is today. Really kick that foot into the hand for me for 3 breaths. Push. 2, 3, relax. And again, if you've got hold of the foot, kick it into the hand. And if you're not, just chill where you are and breathe. And relax. Good. Slowly release that bottom foot. Bring the hand back over. Bend that top leg. Slowly roll onto your back. And hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Good. Place the feet onto the mat. And take your right leg, just extend it down your mat. So left leg's bent, right leg straight. Take your left hand, reach up overhead. Take an inhale. Your other hand can just rest on the hip. And I want you to point the toe and reach for one end of your room, and with the hand, reach for the other end of the room. Good, and release, relax. That straight leg, draw it over to a diagonal. So take it over the bottom foot. So take it over to the left. And take the hand, that left hand, and reach in the opposite direction. So your toes going in one direction, other hand, other direction. Good, release. Draw both knees to the center. Bring your feet back onto the ground. This time extend your left leg long, right hand long overhead. Take an inhale and reach. Toes point, hand reaches. So like the body's split in half. Good, reach overhead to a diagonal with the hand. So the hand comes over towards the left. Take the foot the opposite direction. Just let that bent leg fall in. Good, release. Hug the knees to the chest. You can rock a little left to right, right to left. Coming all the way over onto your right side this time. You can rest your head on your hands. Take a breath or two. And then just extend that top leg long. So you might feel this down the outside of the leg, the IT band. Bottom knee, draw it back as far as it'll go. See if you can, with your left hand, find your foot. You might be stiffer on one side. Maybe you can grab a piece of your yoga pant. You could also use a towel around the top of the foot or a strap. Cat pulling tail. Opening out the shoulder, you can look over your back shoulder and breathe. So just releasing the hip flexor, the quad, the front of the knee. Now kick the foot into the hand. Press the hip forward. I got something clicking in there. That's good. And release, relax. And again, for a count of 3 or 3 deep breaths, push the foot into the hand. So you're resisting with the hand. Push, push, push and relax, release that push. Slowly release the hand, top leg, draw it in, and draw the knees up towards the ceiling. Draw the heels in towards the bum. Draw the belly button into the spine and slowly begin to rise vertebrae by vertebrae up into your back bend, your bridge. Maybe walk the shoulders in together. You can clasp your hands if that's available to you. Lift a little higher. Keep your chin into your chest. Don't look at your phone, and crick your neck for me. Pushing with the hands, lifting with the hips. And slowly release the hands vertebrae by vertebrae. Lowering back down. We'll do one more, but keep your hands pressed into the mat. Slowly draw the belly button in, tailbone lifts, one at a time, each vertebrae peeling off the mat all the way up to the top. And exhale slowly, starting at the neck, lowering down until the tailbone tilts all the way onto the mat, belly rises. Take an inhale for me. Exhale it out through the mouth. Release the shoulders. Draw the soles of the feet together and allow the knees just to fall apart. Take your left hand and maybe place it on the heart. Right hand on the belly. And just breathe. Slowly drawing the knees together, nice and slow. Extending the hands out to the sides, palms facing up. Take an inhale and slowly draw those knees down to the left. Take the gaze over to the right. Drawing knees through center, take them over to the opposite side. Turn your head other way. Draw the knees up through center. Any other shapes that your body needs to make. Now's your time. Or you can just slide the feet down to the outside corners of your mat. Take up space and find your final resting shape. Savasana. Take a deep inhale, sigh it out. And draw that breath in deep down into the body. That breath that's keeping you alive. The only difference between you being alive and dead, it's that simple. So take that breath in and really feel it. Fill your lungs. Maybe expand. Stretch out the fingers, stretch out the toes. Maybe flex the toes, flex the feet, rotate the ankles. And then reach, tall, nice stretch. Before finding the knees into the chest, give yourself a big squeeze. Maybe rock a little. Coming onto your side. And slowly, when you're ready, taking a breath and pressing up to a cross-legged, comfortable position like we began our practice today. Coming full circle. Place the hands on the knees, take a deep inhale. Sigh it out. And again, deep inhale. Sigh it out. Good, one more this time. Hold that breath. Appreciate that breath. And let it go, let it go. Bring the hands in towards the heart. We bow our head in gratitude to that breath. And at the end of our practice, always sending out loving metta blessings to others, or maybe ourselves if we need some extra love today. So picture someone that needs a little healing energy. And if it's you, picture yourself smiling and receiving and glowing and happy. If it's somebody else that needs the help, the energy, picture them smiling, receiving, glowing and happy. Bringing the hands on top of the heart, placing one hand on top of the other, drawing that energy in to your body, your heart, you deep down in there. Maybe a smile on the lips. Bringing the hands together. Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope you are feeling relaxed. If you would like to lay back down for a moment, you can. Or you could close your eyes and take this nice peaceful time for a little meditation. Maybe just closing the eyes and settling here. Once the body has moved and opened, this was why yoga was developed, to prepare the body for meditation, because all the energy is flowing now. Just a few more moments of stillness. Just relaxing the face, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the shoulders, and allowing the hands to be heavy on the knees. Just observing any thoughts that start to come into your conscious awareness. And if those thoughts are coming in, just take your attention back onto your breath. You can even say to yourself, inhale and exhale. If you have a mantra, you can use a mantra, sound, vibration, which helps also steady and focus the mind. Inhaling, you could say so. Exhale, hum. So, hum. I am. Good. Take a soft inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Okay, everybody. I am releasing you to the day. Thank you for joining me today and every day. Okay. Yeah. Come on, old fella. Come on, Bodhi. Let's go. Hi, Blue. He's like at last. Okay, bye. Have a beautiful day.